Sorry, phone shut off. Okay. This is the hub. That's the snap ring in there. Boom. Found it. You was lost. Now you're found. Main shaft bearing. Rear housing main shaft bearing. And that other thing says main shaft bearing race. There we go. So I believe all four of these are different size bearings. And then main shaft bearing snap ring. Pretty thick snap ring. Now you need 3 more shift detents. Reverse sync hub detents. They're different. They look different. They look like that. They're rectangles with little pushy balls, little spring balls on them. And those spring balls sit in there. Rectangles and spring balls. Okay. Reverse gear synchronizer sleeve. That's what it looks like. Now we got 3rd gear. Now we're doing like 3/4. Boom, boom, 3/4, boom, boom. 3rd gear. 3rd gear stop ring. Inner friction ring. 3rd gear outer friction ring. Same as 4th gear outer friction ring. 3rd gear blocker ring. And on page 43, step 36. Now we got 3 to 4 gear sleeve and hub. 3 to 4 gear sync hub. Oh, and that snap ring back there. There you go. Now we got 3 detents, are the same ones you saw earlier. For 1 to 2. 3 springs, 3 pushers. Sleeve. Alright, now 4th gear. It's backwards, there's the gear over there. Smaller guy. Got that 4th gear thrust washer that you showed you earlier. And then it just says 4th gear. So we got blocker ring, outer friction ring, inner friction ring, stop ring. Now go back over here. Now we got a 4th gear snap ring. Now we're going on to 6th gear. That is what 6th gear looks like. Kind of interesting how these, I think they're only used vertically, but because of the way they machined it, it's got these diagonal cuts. Could be stupid, but what's interesting about this one is look at this one. It's a different style. 6th friction ring, 6th gear friction ring. That friction ring sits on there. So instead of there being an inner friction ring, it's just a 6th gear stop ring. Which is the inner friction ring? And you didn't know. Don't look for an inner friction ring. Woohoo! Almost got to buy. Then we got this. I-6 synchronizer hub. Skip on top and bottom. Then we got this is gonna be that synchronizer hub sleeve. But before you do that, we got main shaft bearing. Boom, right there. I think it's no. Then you got a little snap ring for that guy. And then 3 more detents. Same as 1 to 2 and 3 to 4. It just says sync sleeve. That's this guy. And then, alright, so 5th gear. So we're on the other side of the 5th gear thing. Got this guy, 5th gear blocker ring, which is also the inner friction ring. And 5th gear friction ring, which should be the same as the 6th gear friction ring. Okay, same part. Now, output shaft seal. Rear housing output shaft seal. You only need 1 of them, I just have 2. right? Rear housing, output shaft seal. So, rear housing, that seal. That one right there. Output shaft. Okay. Reverse idler gear. Not that. That's the needle bearing. That's the reverse idler gear. You're gonna need one of those. Needle bearing. But I have another one that came in that kit, which I was missing all the other needle bearings, so not this one. And now we got reverse idler shaft bolt. Because that goes to the outside of the case. The top one is inside the case. This. That's where the reverse light sensor goes. This is probably that one right there. Okay, so we got this guy. The bolt goes through there like that. Not like this, but it just sits in there. Idler shaft, and then the bolt swing, bolted in place there. Okay. Then you need these things if you order them. I guess they come with two, but I ordered two, so I have extra. That would be the 5 to 6 shift shoes that are on the rail and touch the sleeve. So mine didn't have them. That's my 5th gear rail. This is the input shaft retainer, which I didn't have. And I guess maybe get a cast iron one. The other ones are stamped steel, maybe. Recommended as a little upgrade. Upgraded input shaft retainer, eBay. We already showed those. Okay, last row. Shims. Got a shim in the front case with the counter shaft and the main shaft. This is that weird oil supply washer. It is in the book, page 56, section 5. Got it on eBay, I think. Allstate gear. It's the gasket maker I'm going with. Between the front housing and the rear housing. I guess gray Permatex says is a little bit better for vibrations than black. They're both pretty good with oil and heat. Really good. You will seem to like the right stuff. Got the 90-minute cure. Front to rear housing bolts. Times 14. They look like that. If you get the, I'm sure they're just standard metric thread flange bolts, but they, almost all the bolts on this thing are like those 12.6 point star tops. So you need certain sockets. This is a 5 to 6 shift fork. Pins, you need two. You need two O-rings for them. When I have one O-ring that's bad, so I was going to go to the store. But they go. There. Boom, baby. Okay. Yep, need two. Okay, CV boot for the shift tower, because I guess these are shit. So a lot of people recommend this. Purchased on Amazon. What do we got? What do we got? Okay. MP, and that was the part number. Backup lamp switch on Amazon. It looks like this. Got that funny thing that goes in there. Whatever, that's where the wires go. You need one of these guys. So all you need is figure out the seals. Been a fucking pain in the pussy hole. So much information to use 2, 3, 4, whatever. Don't use this red one. The CV boot replaces the red one. And then there's these weird plastic and rubber cape, plastic top thing that you can buy, but it's expensive. And so I think that's a vent, and really those optional other ones prevent fumes from going up into the cab, I think. So instead of spending $65 on some glorified fucking cape, I'm just gonna make a flap, cut a hole in the flap of some thin rubber, and then just have that flap tight against the top and boing, just have it be a cape, I guess. Okay, next thing. Shift tower bolts times 4. Yeah, I only had 2 of the star ones, but whatever. Those just are those down. Oh yeah, and see, you need an alignment pin on that guy. I tried to order the alignment pins for the adapter plate to the rear of my engine, but couldn't find them anywhere. Torque King 4x4 had them listed on their website, but then they refunded me and said they couldn't find them anywhere. You might need a handle, but I'm just gonna make one. If you have any cool ideas, please let me know. Spitball. I was thinking maybe one of those old man canes with the swords that comes out, or maybe like an old hammer, maybe some tools I can pull off and use whenever I want. Okay, so this is the 5.6 shift rail. Here we got, I think it's just random shims I got. That's not relevant. Those are the shift rails. There's 4 of them. You can buy new thingies. I did not. That looked okay. Okay, I think that's all the parts they got laid out there. We got main shaft, boing, counter shaft. That one does not have the 5-6 cluster on it. You maybe need a 100-ton press or less. If you heat it, cool it, I don't know. I was gonna go to a machine shop or auto shop around here and ask them to do it. This is a fixture I happen to have. Pretty cool. I think it's like, I'll show you, it's in the manual at the end. Different tools. It holds it on one side, and that is different size, but the bottom, you flip it over, holds it. Pretty neat. Other things you're gonna need is, you see these 2 roller things up top? You got those 2 and 2 more back there. I don't know what part number those are. Luckily I had them. That guide, make sure you have that. Has races in it, but that should come with your bearing kit. Races. You need PTO covers. Adapter plate, obviously. Okay, here's other parts that were not necessarily in the manual. This is the opposite side for the shift rails to go into. They go into the front, I think. I think I have the back one. Shift rail in front housing, part number, ordered from Detroit Mopar. Alright? For some reason I don't have that. That. It's just like that's in the back. Didn't have it up there. $270. But thank you for having a Detroit Mopar. I appreciate you. Then I got a tranny mount. If you're doing the conversion from the get or first gen, this might be adaptable onto our manual cross member. When you get it, you can just get this rubber thing with the metal on it, but there's different versions that have this, and I think, well, could have made it, but whatever. That's what I ended up getting. I'll let you know if it don't work. There's like a bunch of different options. I got bell housing to adapter plate, dowel pins, part number, Detroit Mopar, 2 of them. I didn't have them. Alignment pins. All right, case alignment pins, that's what I was talking about. but from Torque King. They canceled, they couldn't find them. There's a reverse light electrical harness. That's the part number, ordered from Rock Auto. It's just got this stupid plastic thing so it can make a nice seal with your reverse light thing and dirt don't get in there. Expensive, but less problems down the line. No mud problems. That's the Rock Auto part for that thing I just showed you. Unfortunately, it don't work. Allstate Gear, eBay. That's where I got that shit. And then this is Detroit Mopar. Expensive. Drain plug. Probably just go in your parts store. Maybe I'll check the threads for you guys, because I couldn't figure out what threads there were. Alright. And then we got tools that you need. Some are for assembly, some are for removal. I'll show you what some of them look like. Alright, puller that with these things. Looks like this. 293A. Yep. 293A PA2. Then it has these guys. But I only have 2 of them, not 4 of them. They sit in here and pull off your pilot bearing. I don't have the handle. I have some of that shit. It's this thing with these rods. You can replace this. The rods. Don't know if I need it. Got that. It's that thing. That thing. Got an off band. Should work. Don't got that, but I got that box of races over there. Hopefully I don't need that, or that, because I got a box of just generic races to hammer in. That weird thing, pulling races out of the case. Again, off band. Hopefully it works. Put it in there and then these spread. Push it. Those only if you're disassembling. But we'll put those things down there. Should be good without them. That's that fixture I was talking about. Now if you're going to convert from a first gen to a G56, second gen adapter plate, second gen starter, maybe you're going to get like a rebuild kit for that. I did new brushes, solenoid, whatever, contacts on the first starter from I think Larry B. It was great. That's the part number. Make sure you get like, I think the early manual one. I don't even know if I can read that. A few other things. I got a NV5600 flywheel. Belair sells this kit so you can use it for the G56 spacer bolts. Then what's cool is you don't need the clutch for G56 only. You can use them for NV4500 that's got the 1 3/8 or the NV5600, so you have more flexibility on what transmissions you run in the future without changing your clutch. The other things while you're in there you might be interested in doing is get the rear main seal. It was that part number. I started with the speedy sleeve thinking that I had some wear, but then I fucked it up. That one's a lot harder to install, so if you don't have wear I recommend just going with the other one, regular black one. Of course everyone likes looking at them. There we go. First gen, you. Bed's off over there. Gonna do a utility bed. But what do we got? Okay. Maybe I'm gonna paint everything, whatever. So if you don't have a 1.5 inch body lift, it's gonna be hard to get those bolts out. So I'm gonna do a body lift on this thing. Do rear main seal, clean the housing. That heating something, rear freeze plug, it had a tap for a hole for a pipe thing. I didn't know if I wanted to run a bypass, filter, pressure or temperature, thermostat. So I just ran that pipe so in the future I don't have to pull the tranny to do fucking whatever I want to do. You gotta do all new U-joints on these things. Come on, just replace your U-joints on your drive shafts for safety, I guess. I don't know. There might be a problem with the exhaust being too close, but because I want to run a second fuel tank on the right side of the drive shaft, I am going to put it outboard of the frame. And what I'm thinking is instead of getting new pieces, I'll start by using just the fucking end of it. Got some nice bends. Ugh. To cut and weld something up. This hoopty doopty. Right angle there. Big ol' freaking hoopty doopty there. Pop it outboard of the frame, and then I'm gonna make a second fuel tank there for veggie oil. I don't want to do the rear ram charger fuel tank because I want to put like 50 gallons of fresh water there. Then I'll just have the tire on the back bumper. Oh, dude, that isn't compressed air tank bumper. Oh man, the dude Tej Wong up in Seattle, one of the first gen communities on the internet, traded me for my regular bumper. So stoked. Fuck yeah. Such a hero. And then we met. So heavy. Can't focus for the shit. Okay, utility bed's going on. What I'm gonna do for the body lift to get that room is I just bought this aluminum we got this place with the recycled metal that you can buy. It's all the same thickness, just 1.5 inches. And I'm just gonna put that, drill holes in it, run longer bolts, and put that in between. So that's not even bolted right now because I'm doing it right now, but I want to paint it. Put that above it or below it. You know, that one, that rear one, and then under the radiator. Might have to make a new fan shroud, we'll see. That might be it. Oh, one other thing you might want to do. This thing, you're gonna have to change your drive shaft lengths. And I have a Dana 80 sitting around. So that one's got a longer housing too on it. So instead of fixing my drive shafts twice, do it at the same time, I guess. All this just because I got a free G56. Could have just fixed the NV4500. But that's it now. So, see if there's anything I forgot. Paula! Hey dog, what's up? You good dog? You good dog? You good dog, where you been? You good dog, where you been? Yeah, you good dog? You good dog? What's up? What's up? What's up? You funny little dog? You funny little dog? Good dog. Yeah, you good dog. You good dog. You good dog. Alright, see you future YouTube. Bye.